Hi friends, this is Bridget from the PlannerSpeechie. Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be planning for the very first week in 2021, woohoo, in my vertical life planner using this very pretty holographic foiled kit from GracefulMusePaperie. I am so excited that 2020 is officially over and that we are starting in a brand new year, brand new decade. I can't wait. So I'm just gonna give a brief overview and then we're gonna get right into it. So first things first, this planner cover is from Charlotte's Paper Company. I'm not sure if this cover is still available, but there are a ton of other ones, so check it out. Now, okay, so this is the kit that I'm going to be using this week. I decided to go hollow for the very first time for 2021, and I'm really excited about this. So we've got some very pretty, this kit is called Winter Dreams 2.0. Every single sheet has foil on it, which is very exciting. I just love this washi. I think it's so pretty. And I went ahead and used Charlotte Paper Co. date dots to mark the days, since this did not come with date dots. Additionally, every kit comes with a foil lettering, so I'm going to be using these. Oh, isn't that pretty? And I also got these foiled hollow stickers from Sadie Stickers in the advent calendar this year, so because they match perfectly with the foiling, I decided to try and incorporate these as well. I may even have too many full box labels, but we shall see, right? So that's that. I'm very excited about that. I'm also pulling in this little sampler sheet from Chic Blossom Prints just because the pink matches. Now, I did try and plan ahead this week. This was also something from the advent calendar from Sadie Stickers. It's sort of like a weekly overview notepad, and I'm definitely going to be using this a lot this year. So the big thing that's happening this week is it's the week of our U-Haul pickup for our move, and it's also the week of my praxis exam. Yuck. So I have a little study schedule of all of the domains that I want to review, in addition for some scheduled mock praxis exams. I'm going to be taking one later today, but you know, it is what it is. So I did try and plan a little bit ahead this week. So let's flip open to January. This is my January so far. I don't have a ton of stuff going on this week, but it's enough that I just really need to focus. Have not really done my dashboard yet, but we shall see. This was last week's. I will link the plan with me right up below. But here we go. So this is the current week that I will be planning for, and I am going to speed things up and go into voiceover, so I'll see you in just a minute. Okay. All right, so welcome back, everyone. I had a lot of fun with this kit this week. I did have to adjust the spacing of everything because this is a new store for me. I hadn't actually used any of these kits before. They're very pretty. It's almost like this buttery paper. It's really lovely. So I ended up shifting everything up to make room for the washi, because this washi is pretty spectacular. And I just love the way it came out. So, and this is my moving week. It's also my praxis week. It's a lot of things. And while we're not getting snow, we're getting a ton of rain. I like to believe that we have this lovely journey ahead of us next week, and we will see some of these mountains and some of the snow. So yeah, I'm just putting the quote box in up there, leaving the month and the year open. These were so easy to place and put down. I really just love the feel of this paper. It was very smooth and very easy to write on. So in terms of aesthetic and function, it's an excellent, excellent chalk. Let's see. So I decided to use some of the deco headers there. This kit came with 2 weekly trackers and a full week tracker, which is perfect. I like to use that for my cleaning tracker. Let's see. So I ended up putting, there's a lot of, each kit comes with a hollow script to match, so I ended up just sort of plopping those down wherever they could fit. I used that extra little deco box there. And then I did cover up the bottom of that full box, but I wanted a nice little quote box for the corner on the sidebar. So, oh, we lost camera just a little bit because uh, I don't really know what happened actually, but I'm using my new pen from the Sadie Stickers Advent Calendar. It writes so well. I've always seen these pens and thought, why would anybody pay this much money for a pen? Now I kind of get it, but I don't need to pay for one because I technically already did. So this is my cleaning tracker. It's very different looking this week because of the move. So basically how this works, we're going to load all of our stuff into a U-Haul container on Tuesday, and then after that we are going to stay in our current apartment for another week and follow the U-Haul. The U-Haul is going to be driven by someone else separately. So Monday is all about the packing, making sure that everything is exactly where it needs to be, everything is accounted for, and it's also about the studying. So I am just marking the dinner tracker, and there were 7 full checklist flags. I ended up using 6 of those, and I think it looks really good. I also did pull in the Sadie Stickers full box, but I didn't need to. I ended up with a lot of leftover flags, so this was not necessary at all, but I never use hollow foiled kits, so I figured I would just use it all. So this is what I'm studying tomorrow. Lots of different domains. I'm going to be taking more mock tests. Not a full one because I only have 3, but just I'm going to study the mock tests that I took on Saturday, just make sure that I understand how I got my answers wrong and know what the answer is, because I have heard that these questions can repeat themselves in a different form on the actual test. So I want to make sure that I'm fully understanding everything. But it wasn't that bad. I think my school prepared me very well for the praxis exam. So I'm happy about that. I consider it like sort of the equivalent of the Sunday crossword. It's very long, but it has the difficulty of like a Wednesday crossword. So there's just more of it. That's how I'm rating the praxis exam for those SLPs out there. So on Tuesday, I'm going to make sure that we have coffee and treats for our movers, and then the U-Haul container is going to arrive. We're going to pack it up, and then I go right back to studying. So I have trying to focus doing anatomy and physiology every day because that's a tough category. And then I'm just sort of staggering what I'm studying throughout the week so that I'm touching on several domains at once. I do have one package coming on Tuesday. It's a cross-stitch thing that I ordered a while back, and thankfully it is coming before my move. So I will have something to sort of work on a little bit. Wednesday is the first day where we won't have our things, our normal things. So I'm trying really hard to we're doing like more meal planning because we're trying to eat all of the food in our fridge. We're not trying to order too much. We will have access to some things. I have to take another mock praxis exam. These exams take roughly 2.5 hours, but I didn't need the full 2.5 hour. I took about an hour to do the first one, and I was rushing through it a little bit, so maybe I'll take my time a little bit more for the second one. So just some of the domains I want to focus on: fluency in voice, anatomy, language aphasia, that says multicultural issues, and evidence-based practice. Some of these classes I completed a year ago, so I just want to make sure that I'm brushing up on everything. Trying to use up all those functional headers that says today, that says to do, putting my Once Warm with Love sticker back in there. I have a variety of study buddy stickers that look pretty crazy. And I love that this came with meal sheets. Wednesday night is our date night, quote unquote. It's when we order out. I'm not sure if we will be ordering out on this coming Wednesday, but we will see. And then, let's see, I don't actually have my planner in front of me, so I'm not 100% sure what I wrote or didn't write. Thursday, creeping up on test time a lot more, and there were just so many stickers in this kit. This is a big kit. I'm not used to having this many options, so I remembered that this coming Saturday I have to do a Friends Who Stutter virtual hangout group with kids. They're really great kids, and part of that means I'm planning the session, I'm pulling materials, I'm orchestrating everything, and then on Saturday that gets carried out. So that will be lovely. And then just putting in more things I want to study. I had broken everything up into lists. Yeah, it's interesting because the categories can really pull from any of these domains, so I just want to feel confident in all of the domains, but if I get one question wrong, then I can feel confident that I got most of them correct. Right now, I'm doing just a little bit better than 50% on all of the domains. I want to do a lot better than that. I want to have at least 70% correct in all 3 domains, and that will definitely, I technically passed the mock practice that I did, but I want to aim higher because once you pass, that's it, and your score is kind of irrelevant as long as it's higher than a passing score or the passing score. But now I'm just babbling. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. This is my last week in Brooklyn, which I have very, very mixed emotions about. I'm excited for the move. I'm sad that I can't really say goodbye to my friends in the way that I would want to because of COVID. So I have to plan some sort of meetups, whether they're virtual or very socially distanced. I figured on Thursday I would treat myself to actual coffee from a coffee shop and not just something from my kitchen. I think I actually packed up the coffee maker today, so I won't even be able to make my own coffee anyway. Another mock praxis, that will be on Friday. I figured that would be good because I don't want to take a mock praxis too close to the test because that will just freak me out. And I only have 3 mock praxis tests that I can take, so it's not useful for me to try and take them more than once. Yeah. And then let's see. So over the weekend, I know I have that aphasia class. I wanted to do an actual meetup with a friend who's in my cohort that I've never met in person, which is kind of shocking because A, we are both in the same cohort, and B, we both worked at the same publishing house at the same time, and neither of us knew each other. So we've had multiple opportunities to meet, and we haven't met, which is kind of crazy. So I wanted to make sure I put that in. Um, yeah, Friday night I'm going to do a Zoom night with my high school girlfriends. We've actually been doing this very regularly for the past several months, which is amazing because before COVID happened, we would see each other maybe once every 4 to 5 months. So being able to do this every week is just such a blessing. I really don't know what I would do without them. We play games, we hang out, we chat, talk about movies. I, man, I feel so lucky to still be in touch with my high school friends and that they're all successful, incredible women. Um, so I did mark that I was going to try and film this plan with me on Saturday. I think I'm actually going to try and do it tomorrow because I have to pack my filming materials. So we'll see. There may not be a normal plan with me that comes out next week or the week after because I'll be moving. But we'll see. Hopefully I can make it work. I just want to do some studying on Saturday in the morning, final review, just go over a few things, and then on Sunday, I'm going to have a nice big breakfast with my husband. Maybe we can order out from the diner, we'll see. And then, sorry, it's cut off a little bit there. There we go. I'm calling it my day off from studying. I've read everything I've ever read says you're not supposed to study the day before a test. I will probably lightly review cranial nerves and a couple of things, but at that point, you don't want to cram too much because that's what gets me in the habit of second guessing everything I pick, and it's multiple choice. And a lot of these answers, what I'm seeing in the practice is that it comes down to two very plausible responses. And so even though you have a 25% chance of getting it right, for me, it's more like a 50% chance because I'm consistently torn between two answers. So I do have to do a little bit of schoolwork to prep for my upcoming semester. I'm trying to knock out 15 hours of clinical stuff virtually before my semester begins. So on Sunday, I'm going to take a cab to my parents' house because they actually live very, very close to the testing site. So this way I get to see them and take some time off, and I can get up at a reasonable hour for the test and not feel crazy. Just marking in all of my stickers. This kit is very open-ended because it doesn't have a lot of like your standard stuff, so I'm just putting in whatever I can to make it work. I did want to get my hair cut before I left because I love my hairstylist here in Brooklyn, and he's so great. So that may not, if I have to choose between getting my hair cut or seeing friends, I'm going to pick the friends. So that may not happen, but we shall see. Just shifting some things around here. Yeah, just making some appointments. Because when we move, I know these places will be available, but anyway. Well, thank you so much for watching. I'm really, really happy that I got to film this and I can share it with you. Oop, putting in my friends who stutter. But anyway, I hope to see you again soon. If not, it's because I'm moving. But anyway, that's my full spread, and I hope everyone has a wonderful week.